another one of these videos. I kind of like this type of videos because I always talk about very personal stuff, and they're very, like, I'm putting like a very vulnerable spot, but I guess it's nice for people to relate with. I just draw and just let my words flow. It's crazy when you grow up in a very narcissistic family. Um, I've talked about this a lot of times, but honestly, it's never enough because it's actually crazy the damage that it does to you. And also, not only that, but you think you're okay. You think you're doing great. Like, you think everything is fine. But in reality, it's so far from fine. Like, so far from fine. It's actually insane how bad you are if you grew up in a narcissistic environment. I did that video about how I hate my mom, and it's crazy. Ever since I made that video, I felt a little bit guilty, but like between like from the day that I made that video up until now, I felt kind of guilty and had like some mixed emotions because, like, you know, it's usually the normal thing is like, oh, you should always love your mom, but sometimes parents are just bad. Sometimes parents are just bad, and you just have to accept it. The thing is also, like, I thought that my mom was a good person. Like, I thought all the time my mom was a good person. That's the bad thing. Like, the damage that's done when you grow up in a narcissistic environment is done, and you don't even realize it. You think everything is fine. You think everything is perfect, like fine, like great. Everything is so great. But bro, it's actually crazy. Like, I was just thinking about um I was just thinking about how my mom is a therapist. Sorry, not a therapist, a psychiatrist. So she can like prescribe drugs basically. And I remember having like when my depression started to hit very very hard. It was like it was end of 2023, right? Because that was like the time when I was like discovering myself, knowing myself better, knowing that I'm actually a woman in a man's body. And I discovered all of this by myself, like I didn't have a therapist by the time. I was just by myself. It was just, everything was just very weird because um, I felt like things were just not right emotionally. That's how I can put it. Things were just very, very bad emotionally, and I didn't know what their cause was. So, that's when I basically came to the discovery, because it was a discovery for me. If you're just raised in that type of family where it's basically your needs don't matter, and you have to basically please others, you lose yourself. Okay, so I had to rediscover that I was trans. So I don't want to drift off too much here. So basically, my mom is a psychiatrist. She can prescribe drugs. And, well, before I started my HRT, I was researching a lot of stuff. And I had the idea of basically talking to my mom about she getting or making it easier for me to get my hormones. Because she can prescribe drugs, and like she has the power to do so. Like, and not only that, when I had depression, because this is the main point here, when I had depression, she didn't hesitate to give me antidepressants without prescription. Like, it was so quick. It was super quick, because it's like a way of control, right? It's like, oh, I pretend that I'm helping you, but it's because of her. It's because she wants to control me. Like, she's helping me to control me. And when it benefits her, right? And she basically gave me the antidepressants like 2 years ago. I got off of them very quickly. I just didn't feel like myself at all. Like, I don't know how people can take that shit. I got off of them like in 2 weeks. And like months after, I was like, oh, let me ask her. Like, I mean, she can do it, like, because she can do it. Okay, like, it's not like she can't. And even if she can't, she can contact somebody that can do it, because she's a higher up, basically. Like, she's a higher up. Okay, she has nice contacts, and she knows her shit. Okay, she's a very, very educated woman, very educated. So I basically went and asked her if she could get me hormones. Her excuse was she can't prescribe me with drugs without me without me going to a doctor that prescribes me drugs. But if you remember, I told you like a minute ago or so that she gave me antidepressants without prescription. So you see the thing there, like the double standard. Like, oh, I help you if it benefits me, but if it benefits you, no, 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 no. I don't help you there. I don't help you there. No, no. So, it's very crazy. It's just very disgusting. Like, it's crazy. And the craziest thing is, like I said before, like, I basically thought that everything was okay. Like I went through the trauma and I didn't realize it. That's what's crazy. So it's like if you don't realize it, how the fuck can you solve it? Now I can see it. Now I basically I know now. But like if you don't fucking know, then of course you're gonna be living in the same loops and the same bullshit your entire life. And there's people who most likely think that they don't have trauma and their lives are shit because of this guy's trauma. I'm gonna name it like that because that shit is ridiculous. Like you don't know what's wrong with you. Like you think everything is okay. I'm gonna make this yellow too. You think everything is okay. And I remember I also remember being 15 years old and telling my mom, I'm gonna change the world. And her response being like mockery, who do you think you are, or something like that. Like, at the time, I didn't fully realize it, like what she was doing, right? But what she was doing is just something disgusting, like something like oh my god, like so disgusting, like so fucking disgusting, honestly. When your child tells you, I'm gonna change the world, and your response is like to mock your child and to not support your child, like that's disgusting. Like you're below level of shit, honestly. Like you're less than shit, honestly. I also remember things like it's like they give you they give you like props for things that are so fucking stupid, and they don't give you props for the things that are actually important for you. For example, I've always been drawing. Like I've always been drawing. Like when I bought this iPad back in 2022, I was like the happiest person ever. And for like 2 years straight, I was just drawing. Drawing. And every time I would go to her house, um every time I would go to her house, I would take my iPad with me. And a couple of times she was like, why are you always on the iPad? Like, why are you always trying when you come here? Like, why do you do that? And why are you not with us and stuff like that? When I was literally just, like, they were cooking or something, and I was just on my iPad. But for some reason, it just bothered her. And now I know, like, it's like they don't want, it's like they don't like seeing you happy. And they won't tell you that directly. It will just come in forms of in subtle forms that you have to be like very observant. Like you have to like pick up on it because it's so subtle that is like you can miss it, right? Also, I think I said this like when I told her that I was trans, her first response, and literally when you see a person and they're like, you can judge a person by the first reaction that they have. Her first reaction to that was saying, today is the worst day of my life. And that always, like, right there, something clicked in me. Like, subconsciously. It was like, she doesn't like me. She doesn't like me. And also, like one of the last times that I was with her, I basically, like, she was on her phone and she was sending me something, and I just saw that she didn't even change her name. Like, my old name, she didn't even change it to how I told her how my name is, how I would like to be called. And even though she said, "Oh, I support you," and stuff like that, and it's been 2 years already, like, when is it gonna come? Like, it's never gonna come. And if it comes, it's not gonna be genuine. It's just gonna be like a facade, like a mask, like, ah. So disgusting, bro. Actually disgusting. It's actually disgusting that there's people on this planet that are like that, to be honest. It's so crazy though. And you have to, like, be careful because these people are, like, possessed or something. Cause, like, they will try to gift you stuff, right? I think I said this in my last video. They'll try to gift you stuff, and the stuff is like haunted. Like, it has like a weird energy to it. It has like a weird energy to it. So, and they will try to, like, gift you stuff, like, for no reason. Gift you money. Like, you gotta be so fucking careful. And not even a lot of money. Like, with the work that she has, like, listen, with the work that she has, I should be vibing. Like, if she actually loved me, I should be vibing. I should be vibing. Okay, I remember seeing, like, a video on what is it called? On TikTok, I think it was, that I saw the video of this girl who got like a cake, right, for her birthday, and inside of the cake there's like a row of money, basically. And she's like taking the money out of the cake, and it's just coming out and coming out and coming out and coming out and coming out. And that was like, I don't know, I don't remember, but it was a nice amount. Like, it had to be like 1,000 or something like that. And that came to mind, like, wait a second, my mom she's a medic, and she's a psychiatrist as well. She's making hella bank. And all I get is 50 euros from her. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of insane. Like, for my birthday. That's kind of insane, honestly. That's kind of insane. Oh, but when it's to give me like a gift that she wants to give me, that she chose, oh, because it's something weird with the gifts like that they choose. Something weird with the gifts that they choose. Because she would have no problem in giving me a little laundry machine. Is that what it's called? Washer. Laundry washer. That costs like 300 and something, right? But she would not give me 300. Right? That's weird. You know, you will give me the thing that costs 300, but you would not give me the 300. You see, it's again the thing like with the hormones and the antidepressants. Like, oh, I give it to you because like it's mine, like it's from me, like it's my thing, it benefits me. Right? Even though I don't even need that shit because like there's a shared um there's a shared machine basically. I gotta draw. I'm gonna erase this one. There's a shared machine, and I don't have no problems with that. Like, and also I told her, oh, like this house is very little, and I told her like multiple times, like I don't want anything because the fucking house is little. Okay, it's very little. So I don't want to put anything more in here because there's no fucking space, okay? So, but like it's like those gifts, like if somebody's watching this with a narcissistic background from their family, like don't accept gifts from them. That shit is like haunted. There's something weird with that. It not even something where I know it's haunted. I just don't know how to explain, but I just know. I don't know how to explain it, but I know. I just know. Also, it's like I just know when somebody's lying. I just know it. I don't really have to like um analyze it or something like. I just know the person is lying. But that ability was like suppressed because of again narcissistic parents and environment, because they teach you to never listen to yourself and always listen to them, so you suppress your abilities, and then you don't trust yourself. So yeah, but like I always had a feeling, I just didn't know in the past, but now I know. I just know. It's so crazy. Also, I saw, um, I saw, because well, I don't even like to call it my DAD. Like, I don't even want to give that motherfucker the honor to call him like that. I don't even want to like give him like the honor to be called my DAD. But I saw that person because he has like a program in the DR, like a television program. Nothing crazy. Like it's just some loser shit, honestly. And I saw him, and the state that he's in is actually like you can literally. He literally looks like the video of the guy. I'm gonna look it up right now. God, wait, priest buys private jet. If you look up in in YouTube, like preacher, it's called Preacher Kenneth Copeland Defense Lavish Lifestyle. I looked at him because of his program, right? And he looks exactly like that guy. Like, not exactly, but like the vibe that he gives is exactly that guy. It's the same vibes. Like, it's this thing where you just know, like, this person has like a weird vibe to them, and I just see them. I just saw him on the video because of his program, and he reminded me of this guy on the video, on the television program. Sorry, on the YouTube video. It just reminded me of that guy. And you see the comments in that video, it's like it's like um she stood face to face with a demon and stood her ground, very courageous of her. When the devil goes to sleep, he checks under his bed for Kenneth Copeland. Like, like, you see that, you look at that guy and you see, okay, like, if you don't believe in demons, like, you look at that guy and you say, okay, this guy is a demon. Demons exist, right? So that's like the same vibe that motherfucker was giving me when I saw his failed television program. These people don't succeed. Like, the only way they can succeed is by manipulating other people. If they can't manipulate anybody, they can't succeed. It's as simple as that. If they don't have people to manipulate, they can't succeed. It's as simple as that. Oh my god. So crazy. And I literally just blocked everybody, like on my family, and everybody's blocked. Everybody. I'm literally solo dolo. I'm solo dolo. Literally. And you might say like, oh, don't you feel sad and stuff like that? Honestly, I kind of feel sad, but honestly, I'm gonna lay down now because I was sitting. Come with me to my bed. I was kind of sad, and I am still kind of sad because it's still your family and stuff. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna have to eventually accept that I have to put myself first, and that these people never cared for me genuinely, right? So like, why would I like feel bad for people who never genuinely cared for me? Like, that doesn't really make sense. But that's the program that these people put in your head. Like, they program you to like and to basically like people who don't care for you. And so your entire life you might be just attracting those type of people, because like, even in friendships, romantic relationships, because your brain is literally programmed by them. So you have to like sort of you have to realize that you have the problem, and you have to realize that the trauma was like a disguised trauma. The trauma was a disguised trauma. So it doesn't look like trauma, like maybe, because trauma sounds like a crazy word, right? Like, I think most people think trauma is just like, oh, somebody, you saw somebody die in front of you, right? Like, it's not only that. Like, it can be a million things. Like, it can be anything, honestly. It can be anything. And so the type of trauma that these people use is basically like a disguised trauma. And for example, look at this example, because I could just keep going. Like, I made a video, it was like an hour or 2 hours long, also drawing and talking about this stuff. And I'm gonna talk about stuff here that I didn't talk about there, because this shit keeps going. Like, this shit is deep. Like, the amount of stuff that I had to endure was insane. Like, and I hope if somebody's watching this, you're not alone. Like, you're really not alone. Like, you're not alone. I've been fighting this shit for a long time. But yeah, look. First of all, at my house, they used to love watching horror films for some reason. Horror, gore films, like very films, scary movies. And for some reason, they had the idea to put Chainsaw's Massacre, or is that how it's called? Texas Chainsaw, right? Not the new one. No, the new one is trash. I'm talking about the old one, like the one from like 2006 or something. I don't know. And I watched that with like at 10 years old. And of course, I was fucking terrified. Oh my god, a 10-year-old watching that film. Like, what do you think will happen? I was watching that, like, with them, right? And then my mom, like, I think I talked about this, but I don't remember. She started to make chainsaw sounds and proceed to, like, chase me. Like I would run away, and she would do chainsaw sounds, and she would chase me, and until, like, because I was literally terrified. Like, I was terrified. Okay, at 10 years old. And if you laugh about this, like, you're like you're one of them. I hope you know that. If you laugh about that. But that type of stuff, like, when I would bring that up to her, like, later, because it really did affect me, right? She would just, like, make fun of it, or like, oh, it's not really that big of a deal, this and that. It's, again, like, invalidating how you feel, invalidating your emotions, like, what you think, what you feel. That's invalidating. Like, that doesn't matter, right? So that's like typical narcissistic behavior, right? But then again, it's like, if you don't know, like, you think it's normal, like, you think you don't realize it. You think it's normal, you think nothing is happening to you. And that's, again, like, the this guy's trauma. Like, you don't realize that you're traumatized. You don't realize that these people are not your friends. It doesn't matter if you're their kid. It doesn't matter. They don't like you. Okay, they literally don't like you. So, yeah, she used to do that. And so many things also, like, it's actually crazy. And they won't change. Like, if they don't like, listen, if you have lived 40 plus years and you haven't realized that you have a problem, you're never gonna do it. You're never gonna do it. Never. Or they are never gonna do it if they went 40 plus years. Maybe there's worst cases like 60 plus years. If there is like so much time that goes that so much time, right? That has passed and they don't realize that there's something wrong with them, they're never gonna change. I promise you that. They're never gonna change. So the best thing that you can do is just get like block them, fuck them. Like, fuck them for life. Hmm. I read here. Oh yeah, I think I wanted to say something about the drawing. But I just drifted off, right? So when I used to be drawing, right? Like they would do things like, for example, like they will give you like props for things that don't really matter, or for things that look. They will either give you props for things that don't really matter to you, or things that benefit them, but they will never give you props for things that you like, right? Because I remember, and it's like a way of like making yourself feel good for things that don't really matter. For example, she would say like, "Oh, I love the way you fold wraps, like the tortilla wraps. Like, oh, you do it so beautifully. I love the way you do that." And I'll be like, "Okay, like what?" But she never, not one single time said, "Oh my God, I love the way you draw. I love the way you draw. Oh my God." Like, they give you props for things that are so fucking stupid to keep you stupid. Literally. Literally. But the things that are like important for you, or things that benefit them, for example, what benefits them, like, oh, my son or my daughter has like this career, so they can like talk to their friends about it, or to whoever, which by the way, My mom doesn't have friends. Like these people, when as they grow and get older, they don't have a circle. They don't have a circle because, especially at these times, this type of manipulations are being um are being getting more mainstream, right? So more people know about, like, oh, narcissism. Oh, what is this? Like, oh, is my mother a narcissist? Is my father a narcissist? Like, especially nowadays, because it's like the Great Awakening or something like that. It is the Great Awakening to what these fucking demons are doing, basically. So yeah, they would give you props for things that are so fucking stupid. Like, what do you mean? You fold the wraps in such a good way. What? Now that I stop and look at it, it's like so fucking dumb. And it's like, if you accept that as a compliment, that will be your standard. Like, your standard is gonna be being good at stupid shit. Literally. So the things that you might like doing and be like better at, like drawing or whatever, music, like you will you will not like see them as like in your category because you never got like the validation for it, and you just got validation for bullshit. Okay, for stupid shit, right? Let me draw another set of eyes. And it's so crazy. These people, like, as they age, they just look bad. Like, they look bad. They look bad. They just look so bad. Like, the energy is just, it's like fake energy, like something that you can just smell. Also, energy has a certain smell. Energy has a certain smell. I remember my grandma used to have like this weird smell to her. And I like, ever since I was a kid, I could just smell something in her that I could not smell in other people. Right? And it was not because she didn't shower or something like that, because she did shower. Or because she had like an illness. It was just like her smell, like something about her energy gave her like a disgusting smell. Like a weird smell. That's another thing. Let me do this like this. I'm not really drawing anything like faces and stuff. I just want to keep it simple for this because I want to let the words flow. So if I start drawing more complicated stuff, it's like I won't be able to talk as fluently. So yeah. Yeah, also like, it's always the things that benefit you, that you seem as important for yourself, that bothers them. For example, I think I said this in another video. I remember, like, the first stream that I ever made, it wasn't even on this channel, like on the Twitch channel Samantha Star. Like, it was on another channel that I had, like, years before I started with Samantha Star. I remember, and I was streaming on YouTube too. It was 2020, yeah, back when I was living with her. I remember, and something gets like triggered in them, right? Because it's like an invisible thread, right? Something gets triggered in them to like come closer to you, right? Or to like stop you doing the things that you're doing, right? Because I remember, and I'm gonna write this down because there's another thing that I want to talk about. Because trigger invisible trigger, because there's like an invisible connection to you that you can like feel, right? So I'm gonna leave that there so I can remember it. I was drunk in 2020, right? Like, I was streaming, right, on YouTube. And my first stream, I was like super motivated, right? I was super motivated. I wanted to like share it with the world, like share my stream and like have people there. And I was very much inspired, motivated, and I had a lot of energy to it for it, right? Also, it was like summer break. So I didn't really like, there was no school, like I had the time and everything, right? I was being silent the whole time, right? And I was in my room with the door closed. I was with the door closed. Listen to this. Her door, like the door where she was sleeping, was also closed. But it was like in front of my door, but it was closed, right? And also, I wasn't really talking loud. I wasn't talking loud. And I wanted to draw like I was planning to draw like 12 hours, like my first stream. Or I think that day I was planning to draw 12 hours. So this is like this invisible trigger, like this invisible thread that they put in you, right? For some reason, that this is the reason, because there is like an invisible connection, right? Bear with me. I wasn't talking loud. I wasn't screaming like when I scream when I play Apex or whichever other game. I was just drawing and listening to music and just talking like silently, right? But something from this invisible trigger that this fucking disgusting ass beings put inside of you. This is you, and this is the being. I'm not even going to give it a name. This is you. Like, they put stuff in you when you're a child, so it's like they know energetically like what's happening to you, right? Or what you're doing, stuff like that, right? So after like a couple hours of me drawing, she comes into my room with this energy of like, what are you doing awake? What are you doing? This and that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm gonna turn the internet off. And bro, listen. This, like, and she ended up turning the internet off. Like the like these people are so disgusting. But like I can believe I was so naive. But it wasn't that I was naive. It was that I was manipulated from a very early age. So this thread that gets put inside of you lets them like know like what you're doing. Like if you're doing something good for yourself, right? You go up. Oh my god, I just realized something. It's like, oh, I was drawing. I go up, 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 up. I'm streaming, blah, 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 blah. And then here she comes. What are you doing? Ah! And then I go down, right? And then back up. Like, and then this dynamic of you doing stuff for yourself, and then the thing comes and puts you down. Like, this can happen so many times that it's like it's a person doesn't need to be there with you for this downfall to happen again. Like, you can be on your own and this shit can happen again, right? So she came with this hateful energy of like, why are you drawing? What are you doing? What are you doing? This and that. And she turned the internet off and I couldn't stream. Is that hateful energy, like that disgusting energy. Also, I remember this had to be like 3 weeks ago to a month, something like that. I was fasting, right? I was fasting, and tell me why. I fasted for like 2.5 days. Tell me why. Listen, tell me why this motherfucker, aka what you call mom, because that's not that's a fucking demon. Okay? Tell me why. Mind you, I was fasting 2.5 days in, right? Tell me why this motherfucker comes to me. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm gonna show you the text that she sent me. Right? Tell me why she sent me that text. And I'm gonna translate it for you. I have her ass blocked though. So and I didn't tell her either that I was fasting because that's the whole point. Tell me this, why this motherfucker told me. After me being like at the second day of me fasting, she was like, do you want me to order a pizza for you? It's again like, it's this thing here. It's this thing. It's like a thread, like a thing that they know. They fucking know. They fucking know. And they control your fucking dreams. They can control your fucking dreams because of that shit. And I still have that shit. And I need to get rid of it. And I know I'm gonna get rid of it, but right now I just don't know how to do it. Because that shit is getting in the way of my success, of my life, my happiness, my abundance, my everything that's good for me. Everything that's good for me, that's in the way. That is in the way. So these motherfuckers put shit in you from a very early age. Right? They put shit in you by hugging you, by giving you gifts, by Stuff like that. Touching you in the hair. Like I remember, again, this thing, it repeats itself, right? Like pay fucking attention. I didn't break my thing, right? Fucking pay attention. I know this video is gonna reach the people that it has to reach. Because this shit is important. Pay fucking attention because this shit is not a fucking game. Okay? It's always the things that are good for yourself that are bad. Right? Again. And then they disguise it with another thing to like make it seem that they want the best for you, but they don't want the best for you. Again, number one, oh, my child is depressed. Oh, I'm gonna pretend I'm gonna help it. I'm gonna give it antidepressants without prescriptions. Oh yes, this is like the line, right? Oh yes, because it's gonna be in my control, right? So, oh yeah, of course I'm gonna do that, right? I'm gonna put the line here. It's gonna be in my control, great. Oh, my child, and then I come with like, oh, can you get me the hormones? Which you can, you fucking can. Can you get me the hormones? No, I can't do that. I can prescribe drugs. I can prescribe drugs. Even though before she prescribed me a drug. Right? Like she didn't even prescribe me. She just gave it to me. Right? And this thing repeats itself. Like, again, with like the streaming again. Oh, my son should be sleeping. Or my daughter, whatever. I'm a fucking woman, but like, you know, you get the point. Should be sleeping. Oh, I'm streaming because I love drawing and I want to like share it with the world and stuff like that. You gotta go to sleep. I'm turning the internet away. I'm taking the internet. Again with that. It's always when you want to do good things for yourself that they come. Like they arrive like fucking goblins, like disgusting goblins, like right? So, and then if this gets internalized and done enough, also another example that this is what I wanted to say, but I wanted to say this too first. So you know that this is not like a coincidence, it's just something that repeats itself. I remember wanting to play with my friends, right? And then she would like take me to take a nap, right? Oh, it's like, oh, I want my son to take a nap with me, this and that. Well, at the time I was a son, but you know, I'm not even heard anything anymore, but just for context, my son wants to sorry, I want my son to sleep with me, like to take a nap with me. But I, at the time, oh my god, I want to play with my friends because they're having fun. Oh no, you're gonna sleep with me. This not like it's always the same thing. Fun and everything that's good for you is bad for them. It is bad for them. It affects them. They don't like it. They don't like you seeing you shining. They don't like it. They don't like it. They don't like it. Let's lay down again. Shit is ridiculous. And they love it when you're sad and you go to them to like for help. Fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck no. And it's like if you don't have a will strong enough because it was ripped away from you, they will manipulate you back into them. They will. They'll try to do anything. Right? And then again, like, since you were raised by this type of people, guess what type of people you're gonna attract when you leave the house? Because that's what you were normalized to. You're gonna be attracting this type of people as friends, as romantic partners, as everywhere, everything. Right? So you gotta be careful. You gotta keep your eyes open. I'm gonna draw this. I most likely have more to talk about. I don't know how long the video is already. I can't really see. Let me put this color, why not? Oh my god, I love the way you fold wraps. Fucking bitch. What the fuck is that fucking compliment? I love the way you fold wraps. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, that's ridiculous. That's just like, they want you to fucking. They want you to stay at the stupid standard. Their stupid standard. And they don't want you to be better than them, but guess what? You're always better than them. That's why they had to suppress you from an early age. Like, you're so good. You're so much better than them. They could not have you, like, in a fair, like, you know, they could not, let you, like, grow and come at you in a fair way. Like, you're so fucking you're so much more better than them that they had to get you from an early age. Because if they did not do that, you would be shining so fucking hard by now. Like, so yeah. Like, you're meant to shine. You're meant to shine. You're meant to shine hard. You're meant to shine super hard. You're meant to blind people with your shine. That's why I chose the name Samantha Star, because stars shine. They shine hard. And don't worry if you have to, if you're kind of scared right now. Like, even I am a little scared, but I'm less scared now than I was a couple months ago. So shit is getting better because there it like there is not a scenario where you're gonna lose. That doesn't exist. Like, even though so many things happen to you, there's like, even anything can happen to you. Anything. You're so fucking amazing that whatever happens to you, you're just gonna bounce back from it. Like that. That's what you are. And you're just gonna get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. Like, no matter what happens to you, you're just gonna get stronger. So it's like the worst thing that can happen to you is like the thing that's gonna make you the strongest. So it doesn't matter. Like, you're like a Super Saiyan. Like, you know, the Super Saiyans, like they fight, and I think the more they fight, or like the harder fights, or the harder circumstances that they have, or no, the harder the circumstances that they find themselves in, that makes them stronger. Like, that's literally who you are. A Super Saiyan. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. Like, it doesn't matter. Whatever is thrown at you, like, it's just gonna make you better. Right? I'm gonna make this like this. Whatever bad thing is thrown at you is just gonna make you better and stronger. It's almost kind of better for them to not bother you so much, because the more they bother you, and only a few people will understand this, the more they bother you, and the more impossible they try to make your life, the stronger you're gonna get. So it's like, it's kind of stupid for them to keep bothering you, because that's just gonna make you stronger. So whoever got it, I don't have to explain anything. People who know, they know. gonna do something like this. I very rarely do this type of eyebrows, but yeah, and also if you find yourself wanting to talk to yourself, like when you're at home alone, don't think you're crazy. Don't think you're crazy. This might be a bit too dark. So again, since you were basically raised by these people, you will always attract this type of people, like be it in friends, or romantic relationships, or also strangers as well. So you have to come to a point where you have to analyze everybody and consider cutting everybody off, honestly. You're gonna be fine. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end the video here because I don't want it to be too long. Even though I don't really have to like edit it like on CapCut because I don't really have a lot of parts to cut. Or not even a lot. I could just upload it how it is, honestly. You're meant to shine, you're a star.